This is CW Iowa Live.
Good morning, everyone. It is 10 minutes past 7 o'clock right now, and you can see what this says right here. It is Magic Monday, and that's exactly what we are going to dive into right now. Welcome back to the program. I'm Lou. This is Michelle Brown in for Jackie here this morning.
Good morning, everybody.
And want to welcome to the show Lance Nicolai. He is a motivational mentalist joining us, and I think it's probably safe to say you're the first motivational mentalist we've ever had on the program.
Well, that's great to hear.
What does that mean exactly, motivational mentalist?
Well, when I grew up, when I was about 3rd grade, I wanted to be a motivational speaker. That's where this all started. Fast forward about 13 years later, I was in a college class, a psychology class, and we were reading the book Unlimited Power by Tony Robbins.
Okay, you know who Tony Robbins is, right?
Yeah. You need to get him on the show. But
Tony, if you're out there, come on over. Yeah, okay.
But anyway, in this book, he posed the questions, what would you do if you knew you couldn't fail? So that night, I was watching one of my favorite shows, The Mentalist, and I said, that's exactly what I wanted to do. And here I am today.
Wow.
And to be honest, what Tony says is, if you believe in something hard enough, like you're gonna go and accomplish that. Most of the time that people fail are the people who lose belief in themselves and they quit. Mm-hmm. So he did a lot for me.
Usually right before something's about to happen, you got to keep going. Right?
Yes.
There it is. All right, so what are we going to experiment with here today and see what we can do?
Okay, so we're going to do a couple things. Michelle, I have a book here.
Okay.
What I want you to do is just open up to any page that you want.
Okay.
Okay?
All right.
Now what I want you to do is I want you to go and find a word, but I want it to be a challenging word. So something about 8 letters long. Just let me know when you got it.
Okay.
So in your mind, you're just going to look at that word, and then you're just going to say the letters one by one in your head, not out loud, because if you said it out loud, it'd be pretty easy for me.
To figure out what it was. I think I could probably even do that if you said it out loud, yeah.
Okay, so Michelle, take a look at that word.
All right.
In your mind, just say each letter one by one to yourself in your mind.
Do you want me to look at you while I say these letters to myself?
No, that's okay.
Okay.
She's looking at them. We need some Jeopardy type music. Yeah.
Okay. I think I picked up a few letters here. Okay. Now, Michelle, I'm going to ask you.
You picked up letters?
Yeah, a few letters here. Now, I'm going to ask you, and you say yes or no if I'm right or not.
Okay.
All right?
Okay.
So the first letter I'm picking up is an E.
Yes.
Okay.
There's 2 of them.
Awesome.
That's a good first one. There's 2 of them in there.
The next one I'm picking up is an R.
No.
Oh,
no
it
R.
must not have been an R. It must have been an N then.
Yes.
An N?
Yes.
An O?
Yes.
An I?
Yes.
Is there a V?
Yes. No.
Think of this. Can you imagine a picture?
Yes.
Of it? I'm seeing a rectangle.
Yes.
Is it a television?
Yes.
Wow.
Wow. Oh my gosh! Right there. The television showed the inside.
There it is.
That's the word I picked.
Wow, Michelle. And you could have picked.
Just so you know, she's not making that up.
There
it is,
I
right
was
there by
going to
my
go with handkerchief or photographer, or
right there.
I chose.
Man, you found a bunch of different words you could have selected.
That is awesome. That's scary.
That's kind of creepy. Yeah, don't be reading anything else I got going on in there today.
I promise.
There's a lot going on up
there. To be honest, Michelle, I think we kind of got a little bit of connection. I picked up something else in your mind, and this is something I'm not going to reveal, but I don't know if
it's okay.
No, I don't know if this is something that's in the present or something in the past, but there was something that you've thought of, but you just weren't sure of doing, so you never did it. Like you had some type of goal, and you're like, I don't know if I can do that.
Oh,
I picked up on that. I don't know if you know what I'm talking about, but I'm just going to write you a little message, and you can look at this later on, and you might say, you know what, I can really do this. So.
Okay. Wow.
See, you're getting some advice and some future direction, possibly.
Life transformation here today.
So you will just read that one. You'll know when the time is right.
Okay.
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 Now, Lou,
yes.
We're going to do something with you quick here. I'm
actually frightened right now. Just so you know, folks,
yeah,
I am scared.
I would be too.
Okay.
We're going to do something with you. I want you to think of just a friend from when you were in school.
Okay.
Okay. Think of it in your mind, and now we're going to do a little bit of a journey. Okay. Now, this is a method that I'm doing. It's called train tracking. Now, train tracking, what that is if you can start with a train and you can kind of pinpoint where it's going on the track, you should be able to, follow the track back and hit that original thought. Okay?
Okay.
So it'll make sense in a little bit. So think of the first name of your friend.
Got it.
Now, think of the first letter for me. Okay, that's the first letter of the track. Okay, I think I'm kind of picking it up. Now, go to the second letter. All right?
Got it.
Now, I want you to imagine that you took this friend to the zoo. All right? And think of the second letter in that name, and think of a food that you could eat at the zoo that starts with that second letter.
Oh my goodness.
It's hot outside.
Okay, got it. Okay.
Okay. Now think of the third letter in that name. Think of an animal that you might see at the zoo that starts with that letter.
That's easy. Got it.
Okay. So I'm going to try this. Now we're going with the third letter, the animal. I think was it a kangaroo?
Are you serious?
And the food that you were you eating like ice cream?
Because he said he was like already knew what. Oh,
you already knew what I was thinking.
Yeah.
I was thinking igloo or icy or something, and I went with ice cream. Yes.
Okay.
Because he said it's hot outside. Remember?
And then I picked that up, and that kind of solidified what I was thinking. Yeah.
Okay. I kind of got the first letter, and I was thinking of an M. So is your best friend from school Mike?
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh, that is unreal.
How do you do that? Do you feel it? Do you see it? Do you have all kinds of questions for you?
You know what, Michelle? You do it every day. You know what somebody else is thinking.
Sometimes
it's just extended to a different level. And you know what? Some of the best things.
All right, Lance, I want you to pick some numbers for me, if you would be so kind here. I have these numbers, and I need
lottery numbers.
You way to blow it, Michelle.
Wow.
But when did you realize you could really do this?
You know what? Like in 2009 is when I started doing it. I started reading really hard, and I kind of progressed to this. It took me about a year before I let it out of the bag. But I don't know if some West Des Moines school students know me because I was in the West Des Moines schools for 4 years, and I kind of got to work on this with them. I did a little magic with them too, but this is where I kind of got my start and really got my test of my abilities. And we do maybe a couple minutes during class. So
let me ask you two things. One, how does this benefit you in everyday life? And two, when are you like, oh, I wish I didn't? That's easy. How does this benefit me? I know how to relate with people. They feel more comfortable, and it's not something I go around using all the time, but really it's just, I can inspire people and give them a message, just kind of like what I did with you. The second question was, when don't I want to use this? Or when are you like, oh, I wish I couldn't feel or know or see that? When I do something wrong at home and my wife thinks something, that's when.
That's when. Now, if people want to get a hold of you and they want to experience what we just experienced, is there a way to get a hold of you? Yes. My website is inyourmind.duda1.com. I have 3 proms this year. I do a lot of corporate events where, I get it to incorporate my inspirational messages, and they just love that. So it's just great. So I would go to that website, watch a couple videos, and there's a contact link there, and you can email me. Oh, that is amazing. So just if you don't do, like just from an entertainment aspect, which is fabulous, but what about the more serious, the motivational, inspirational side of it? You go into like corporation, what do you do along that line? So I do a bunch of things, but you know what? I unleash the power that you guys have in your mind, and I get a person on stage and I kind of walk them through this, and they actually read my own mind. And it's just about kind of believing in yourself, and I kind of help them with that gift that they already have that they just really didn't know about. Now, it might not be to my extent. Because it's very. Thank you, Lance. Man, great job, sir. Good job. Thank you so much. Don't go too far. We will.